Okay, I lied.
What's up, y'all? This is Rico Wayne. About to give you another preview to another episode of the podcast. And this here is the most dangerous time of the year, y'all. Especially if you ODA, because it's cold. I know you want to stay in your comfort zone and you want to stay with that blanket, but I'm here to let y'all know, fuck that blanket. ODA, all year round. Let's get it. On this episode, it's inspired by Gucci Mane, because he went from doing this type of shit to doing this type of shit.
As I start growing old and maturing, I start realizing like I need to get more skills. I have a better skill set to just deal with life.
And it's about how even though we grow, that shit that y'all know that we used to do, it's still off up in there somewhere. What's up, y'all? It's your mans, Rico Wayne.
Bang bang. Chief Soso baby. Nah, it's fine. It's King B.
Chief Soso baby?
Nah, not today. I mean, I had to show some respect to Chief King. You know, it's been a while.
Bet. This is the Feeltrip podcast, where we show how our feelings can take us places, but also get us stuck in spaces. And we are coming from y'all.
From y'all.
Coming from y'all's hearts and souls. And reaching all the way into the cozy corner to pull out these jewels and spill them out.
No couch.
Like oil or a truck full of money on the freeway. Because if you know what this shit is, if you know what this shit can do for you, you gonna reach out and you gonna grab this shit. You gonna claim this shit.
It's a motherfucking love seat. It's a motherfucking love seat.
Yeah, we finna kick this off with Woman of the Week, which has been passed to me this week.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I choose Keshia Ka'oir Davis, the wife of Gucci Mane, because you know what I'm saying, when I see this growth in Gucci and he attributes it to his wife,
Yeah.
you can appreciate when somebody takes time out of their life, or they display such a quality of greatness that it radiates onto you and it makes you become like great. You know what I'm saying? And it makes you like.
I gotta make a side comment real quick.
What?
Real quick.
What we got?
You know how you know this man love his wife? He was shooting a video, not actual music video.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was promoting something, and he was walking in his living room, and he stepped on the carpet. The nice old, I think it was like a white carpet, and the white told him, not to walk on the carpet. He was just like, okay, baby. That was it. He didn't do no. He ain't like try to front in front of the camera.
You know how much trust.
Backlash.
You know how much trust has to be built up for you to listen to somebody like that.
Just like that. He was like, okay.
The only person that you treat
to the side.
The only people that you would probably do that for is like your parents, if they was around you in a decent way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But like when somebody builds up something like that, and when they say something, you could tell that it's not to like, you know what I'm saying? It's not to put you down or anything.
Right.
It's just like, we got this carpet to look nice.
Yeah. And
then
he stepped on it, just, not possibly paying attention. And it wasn't even a big old issue. She just told him not to step on the carpet. He just moved to the side and respectfully kept videoing. And that was it. Kept moving.
That's a beautiful situation.
It was like,
I like this display of loyalty that they have towards each other. You know what I'm saying? She held him down while he was, you know what I'm saying, in the pen. When he came back out, he didn't know if things was guaranteed, but Gucci built himself back up in such a way that he had momentum when he touched down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like, you gotta appreciate that. Like, I remember him doing workouts and all that stuff, and she was like, "Baby, I got you food and vegetables and shit like that." You know what I'm saying? And like, I heard 21 say this. 21 was saying this a lot. Like, when he was doing his press run for the album "For I Was Versus Who I Am is Greater Than Who I Am." Wait, who I am is greater than who I was. When he did that press run, my shit scrambled up. But he did, like, he was saying that, you know what I'm saying, loyalty is active. Love is passive. You know what I'm saying? Love happens when you just, like, sitting around and you go to sleep and wake up with somebody a couple of days and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, in, like, bonds form like that.
Yeah, that's when he said,
loyalty. That loyalty is the act. You know what I'm saying? Like, if somebody moved far away, and like you still keep up bonding with them and all that stuff, because you don't have to like pick up the phone and call or text somebody, let them know and all that stuff to communicate with them. But if that loyalty is like a certain way, then it's just automatic. You know what I'm saying? And then like you gonna do what you have to do in order to keep up, or even if you see somebody after a long time, you know for a fact that you could trust what you see. You know what I'm saying? And like, yeah, that's why Keshia Ka'oir Davis is Woman of the Week, due to her loyalty and her
commitment.
You know what I'm saying? Her being a part of Gucci's foundation. Now, on to our next point in this conversation. It still has to do with Gucci, man.
The interview.
When he did
that interview.
Like,
it was a great interview.
Like, it was a good interview. It, like, Gucci is brilliant with his awareness. You know what I'm saying? Because the way how he can explain, like, the awareness of himself and the awareness of the situations that he's been through, and like how he could just like put a stamp on everything like that. The way he was, how he was like had clarity and shit with it. Yeah, it shows like crazy growth, dog. Like crazy, like the growth is insane to me. When I was watching, I was like, man, I can't stop listening. And then like when it got to the end, and he started like, you know what I'm saying, going off. Angela and DJ Envy, as he said, when he started going off, that's when I realized. And I was realizing this for myself too. Like all that shit that people say that, like, say if people say that everything that people say that you used to be, like whenever we grow, like some people grow to improve, some people grow to in another direction and be kind of fucked up. But like whenever we grow, one thing that I realized is that whatever we used to be, that shit is still off up in there somewhere.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's just suppressed for a minute.
Yeah, it's we've found a way to mask it, I'm gonna say. Found a way to mask it. Like kids that used to act up a lot, they become athletes because they got so much energy, you know what I'm saying? Like a kid that used to get in trouble, like jumping over shit all the time and all that stuff.
Or criminals.
Can't stop moving, sitting down. They can't sit still. You know what I'm saying? They like their energy just started getting crazy. So as an adult, they channel it in such a way where it could be productive or destructive, as you say, like with being criminals and shit like that, or like somebody that's I seen people that have like lazy eyes, like the way how they talk and move and all that stuff. Like they like, you know what I'm saying, lean their head a certain way. So you know what I'm saying, like where it seems like I would be like, man, they listening hard as hell, but not like really the eye lady. So they just try to make sure the shit don't droop, you know what I'm saying, to make you feel awkward. Like it's crazy like that. Like it's still, that shit still be off up in us. And like when Charlamagne and Gucci got to the end of that conversation, it was some triggers, like some triggers. If you pay attention, it was some triggers.
He was like, he ain't here.
And Gucci went back to like early 2000s. Gucci,
that was like 2008, 2010.
Yeah, man, he went right back to that, man. And like when I'm sitting up here, like that shit be happening to me sometimes too. Cause like I've been even though I'm in a relationship now, I've been thinking about myself. Like when I was single, and like, you know what I'm saying, I didn't really have nothing to worry about. And when I was staying like by myself, it was like I could just do the most savage shit and ain't got to worry about nothing. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, it was just less worries and all that stuff. I ain't had to worry about, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I could be on the phone, I could be talking about whatever I want. I could, whenever I go out, I ain't gotta have no concern and nothing. I ain't putting no worry in anybody's head. But now, when you started having all these bonds and such, you know what I'm saying?
Change.
You know what I'm saying? You start having this, and then you start thinking about the potential of you having children and everything. You got to make sure you take care of yourself. Yeah. Then you start ordering salads at the restaurants. Because you start looking at the OGs. The OGs start falling because of like certain medical complications, and you be like, man, this shit be happening because of the food that they eating and shit. You start eating healthy, you start getting a little bit more conscious with the shit. You start being like, whenever, like when you used to live with your parents, you used to be like, you know, making sure that they know where you going whenever you step out the door, you know what I'm saying, just to make sure you're safe and all that. Yeah. Like certain parents' households is run like that. Like it was like a time where I would stay out like real late, and then like my mom would like pull up on me and be like, you didn't even let us know what was going on and all that stuff. And then like, you know what I'm saying, so then you start getting, I had to get a routine down, you know, having clarity whenever I stepped out the door, because you know kids was disappearing. They've been disappearing kids is always getting kidnapped. It ain't no milk cartons now. It's like Amber Alerts now.
Yeah,
but
a lot lately.
Yeah, man. And then like so when you get older, you leave that for a sec. Like if you get the liberty of enjoying the single life, you don't have to worry about that for a second. You know, everybody like, man, we love you, just be safe. You know what I'm saying? That's what your parents say these days. But then you get back into like a relationship, and then all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? You just to make sure that you ain't putting no worry on your significant other.
Yeah, you gotta let them know.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta let them know.
You communicate. You know what I'm saying? You let them know what's going on. And like, I was like, shit, man. I thought that it would be like, you know what I'm saying, some like type of independence, but then it's like kind of a cycle, dog. Because like you come back to the family lifestyle. You on the other end of the spectrum now because you're not the kid now. You like the adult. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And even as adults, you still got to communicate and clarify.
Yeah. Cause you can't just be wandering the roads.
Yeah,
out there
man.
like that, you know.
Yeah, man. It's like, and like I was having this notion in my head. I was like, because like when you be doing all this family shit, that shit could get you soft, dog. I still be doing my push-ups and shit in the morning, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still good, y'all. I'm still good. But like in my head though, I be like, I ain't talk no shit with my niggas on PSN in a minute, dog. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, cause like, and I realized that too, like with the homies, shout out to all my homies is growing and, you know what I'm saying, getting married over these times and such. You know, even, I can see like, even in your future right now, cause I know you and the wifey, you know what I'm saying, y'all pretty cool. But I have a feeling that when you have some kids and they be of age and like they be running around the living room and shit, I don't think you're gonna be saying like, I got that bitch ass nigga over there in the corner when they shot me with a sniper rifle. I don't think you're gonna be doing that.
I don't know. It just depends. It just depends, man. I don't know. I can say honestly, I don't know.
Like I was just riding with my girl mama the other day and like we was having a conversation. And she was like, I know you don't be cussing, you wasn't raised that way. She said it to her daughter.
Oh man.
And then like she was like, well, I do sometimes. And then I was like, yeah, I do sometimes too.
You just felt the need to share.
I mean, it's just like, you know, like, I don't know, man. Like when you learn to embrace the truth and you try to distribute the truth in the right way. When you learn how to distribute the shit the right way, you really just start becoming trill as hell. You know what I'm saying? Like you start saying all types of crazy stuff. Like stuff that'll be crazy to people that haven't learned to embrace it yet. You know what I'm saying? Because like a lot of things, like what I like about this new generation with podcasts and all that type of shit, how everybody want to have some type of expression, everybody has a chance to express themselves. Yeah, it's that it's like an anti-secret thing. You know what I'm saying? Like back in the day, it used to be about being low key, keeping dark secrets and shit like that, holding people back, protecting people that's doing evil things. Evidently, you know what I'm saying? Like, look at these priests out here fondling little kids and such, and then people want to keep secrets and such because they want to keep positions of
power.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just like that. But these days, we keeping it real, and we talking about how we feel. And we just trying to make sure that, you know what I'm saying? That
we don't need Dr. Phil.
Trying to that was the bar right there. We trying to make sure that, you know what I'm saying, everybody know the deal so we can come through and get some more skills. Fuck all that shit, man. But yeah, with that, like, it's with the growth, dog. Like, so, do you see yourself getting soft in the future with the family, dog? Or do you have this instinct in your head to, like keep your shit like juiced up, you know what I'm saying?
I'll be a cold ass daddy.
You know what I'm saying?
I know I am.
Do you have this instinct in your head like, I can't let this shit soften me up, man?
I mean, I'm gonna be me at all times, really.
You know what it is? It's like most of the time, everything that's around you is gonna influence you, right?
Yeah.
So like when you the man of the house, you got, and especially if your girl is like sweet, your girl's sweet. Your kids come out looking all cute and shit. Probably got the parents done sweetened up. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, everybody's like showing you love and shit. And that's a threat, dog. It's a threat to your warrior spirit, dog.
See, that's the thing, man.
You got to keep your warrior spirit up. That's why you see, like, I think that's why, like, people do still play golf and sports, so you like go out with the homies at a bar or something like that, so y'all can talk shit these days. You know what I'm saying? You might have on the controller and then.
You think we gonna keep this shit going though?
What you mean?
Until we like 40, like in our 40s.
I think
we still gonna be playing that shit? Or we gonna be like, man, we gotta fucking go golfing or something.
Nah, bro, we a different generation, dog. And you know what it is? Like, our generation is different from the older people because when we see shit, we automatically be like, let's learn how to do this shit real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, the generations before us, when they see this shit, they be like, all that young shit up. You know what I'm saying? And like, it could possibly be like, because they say it's like a limit to the shit that we be wanting to learn and shit like that. And like, maybe because when our imagination get to a certain point, we might end up being like the oldies, because when we see some new shit, we might be like, I ain't fucking with that shit, man. Y'all young niggas can have that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, we might be the same way, but like for right now, whenever I see something new, I be trying to like, I'll check it out real quick until too much shit start popping up. Like, the only apps that I really, the only social media apps that I really be using, Facebook, Twitter,
Snapchat?
Instagram.
Oh, no Snapchat no more?
I be on Snapchat occasionally, but then I be hearing that this stuff called, what, you got TikTok?
See, TikTok been out for a while. I ain't even made an account. I ain't downloaded it. Nothing.
I don't know. I ain't tried it yet. But it's like really like the time would be limited anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like if I did like utilize all these, I had to have like some type of team or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're like, yeah, man, you put some shit on there. You put some shit on there. Blah, 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 blah. And then like if you could probably do it on the fly if you smooth with it. But like I be seeing like the baby making whole little mini music videos to promote.
But that nigga
itself.
got number time.
Yeah,
well,
yeah. Especially if you like do a show, you go back to the hotel room and then you just dance in front of the camera and shit with the music in the background.
Right.
Yeah, just shit like that, man.
Like, you ain't got like a back to like if you an artist or entertainer or some type, nigga, you got time because your money is basically being made by itself. I mean,
if you get it popping.
Yeah,
if you get it popping just right.
I mean, but think about it. If you're an entertainer, you make music. I mean, your money's being made just by getting record spins all day long.
Yeah,
at radio stations.
The good thing about being an artiste is that you made yourself a commodity. You know what I'm saying? Like whenever you like say like for example somebody like Jay-Z, he make his money by selling his life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if he hop on and start saying some stuff, then everybody gonna be listening. You know what I'm saying? Because they know that he finna be talking about some autobiographical type shit. Like albums that went from being out in the streets and dealing with people that you know what I'm saying, trying to set people up in hotel rooms and shit, to talking about you in affairs with your wife. It's like an evolutionary movie, dog. It's crazy. It's pretty cool too.
I think we're gonna have a movie. I don't know if I'm gonna see it though.
Huh? You wouldn't want to see it?
I don't think I would see it.
Man, it's gonna be. They gotta treat it right, dog.
I don't think I would see. That's the reason why.
Like it's always gotta bring this shit up, man. The Tupac movie fucked up everything. Fucked up all the green lights for the hip hop movies, dog. Cause Notorious was decent. Straight Outta Compton was a smash success. And then
the fuck else was after that? I mean,
the Tupac came out, and then when I was in the theater, I'm telling you, dog, it was people in the theater behind me. It was like a younger crowd. They was up in there laughing. They was like, "This straight to BET looking shit."
Oh my god!
And like I couldn't even. I agreed completely with them. I was like,
"Yeah, man."
Yeah, man, I think it was. And then like it's just like they gotta treat that shit right, dog. Because if they gonna come out with like 5 West Coast movies over the course of 2 years, and it's like 5 different Suge Knights, like I said,
right.
It's just, you know, that shit is a shared. That shit is a universe, dog. This hip hop shit, this shit is a universe. It's too many bonds that come together throughout these multiple like characters' lives. You know what I'm saying? We need some consistency. Like,
right.
I think what is kind of fucked up. Like I say that shit is like a shared universe, like the Marvel universe or some shit. But it's so many different names and companies that, like, you know what I'm saying?
They get involved.
Publishers and shit, you know what I'm saying? That like if they made a certain movie, they probably wouldn't want to. People don't. some people don't want to unite. The only people that want to unite for the sake of art is artists. Companies, they be like, fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? Corporations, they don't be getting down like that from time to time unless they got like some type of percentage split or something. It's all about business with them. They don't give a fuck about like the culture of the art that this shit is coming from. You know what I'm saying? Like you had like if you had certain record labels be like, all right then, you use these like rappers and such that we had signed back in the day and use their likenesses and all that to make a movie. We could do that, but them niggas would never do that shit. That shit is like mythical, dog. I don't really see it happening. Only the best content you're gonna get as far as these artists and stuff go is probably books.
Probably, yeah. I mean, because everybody want to make a biography about themselves, but I'm like, who the fuck? It's just, even though people say, oh, it's all about me, it's always some bullshit in between in the movie. It's like,
what you mean?
So, the Tupac movie, a lot of bullshit. I think who was gonna be the original writer for that movie? I think John Singleton.
I remember him saying that.
He was supposed to do it because there was supposed to be a whole bunch of more stuff in there.
Because he said there was gonna be some shit up in there that was gonna shock people.
Yeah, the rape scene and all that stuff in prison, all that. Now,
see, that rape scene would have did something.
It probably would have.
But the whole execution of the movie, to me, like the dude who played Pac, like, no disrespect or anything to him, but I don't think he had the charisma to carry the movie.
At a certain point in the beginning, nah, not really. Kind of towards once the shootout happened with the police, the whole shoot. Okay, kind of from there. Okay, cool.
Like I can't even think of nothing from the movie that I could just remember right off the bat.
Me, I can remember.
The biggest thing that I remember about that movie is that Jada Pinkett came out after and said, "This shit is wrong."
Yeah,
this shit is not how we was. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like they trying to pick out romantic interests out of thin air and shit like that, and didn't even consult with me before the shit got put out. That's when I was like, oh, that's how they doing it. They trying to play us all. They trying to play us all.
Wait, wasn't Biggie the original Biggie? Not the original Biggie. The nigga that played Biggie. Wasn't he in the movie though?
Yeah.
I mean, that was cool. I mean, at least you got the same nigga that played Biggie in the first place. But man, I mean, the Suge Knight nigga.
When that nigga showed up on the screen, that nigga was like, shit, I came to the set today to get this cash and get my ass. So
because I didn't even like the way how the dude that played Tupac introduced Biggie. We got Biggie Smalls in the building. I was like,
I can't even say how your memory is good enough to recollect the tone of voice in the scenes.
Bro, it's bro, the shit went straight to BET.
That shit had me hot, man. Have you noticed all the movies that's been coming out like going digital, like 2 weeks out of the theater?
Yeah, I said
crazy.
I told that to the wife. And me, I was just trying to change my mindset about it. I'm thinking, nah, I think them hoes are just trash. Because normally when a movie sucks, it goes straight to DVD or it lasts in the movies for like 2 weeks and then that shit
man, it's not enough tickets, man. Yeah. Put it on Netflix, man. I mean, put it on like Amazon so they can buy the shit or something.
Like The Lion King, that shit came out pretty quick to DVD, but they saying people want to see it. I'm like, I wasn't impressed with that shit.
It made cash, dog.
That's because of the hype. That shit was trash.
Like, this is what was up with Lion King. The only reason why we saying that it's trash is because it looked too good. It looked so good that you felt like you was watching the Animal Planet, dog.
It's not even that.
It looked so good that it's not a cartoon.
It's not even that to me, though.
It looked so good.
Donald Glover just shouldn't be acting as fucking Simba.
When we was kids, like I said, I forgot what episode we seen, but when we was kids, we like seeing shit that did not look like it belonged in real life.
What about Toy Story?
Toy Story is 3D with toys.
Yeah, but it was kind of like in real life.
No, dog.
It wasn't claymation. It was kind of like
it was a fantasy, dog. You could look and see that Andy did not look like us, dog. You know what I'm saying?
But Andy had 5 fingers and all 3D,
that shit. Dog. Nah. I'm talking about shit that's like not of this world, dog. We like seeing shit like that. Like, that's why we like didn't, when we see a sitcom come on, we finna flip the channel when we was a kid. when
I don't know.
when you watch Lion King, it looks so real.
Okay, what about Power Rangers?
That you get bored looking at grass, huh?
What about Power Rangers?
Power Rangers is about people screaming. It's morphin' time.
You know what?
Doing poses.
Why we on this?
And
subject?
when you hit somebody and sparks fly out the nigga, it's not of this world, dog.
Why we on this
sparks
subject?
come out of your chest if I slice you with this knife, dog.
What fucking powers did they really have? I thought about this shit the other day. What powers did these niggas really have?
All right, bro.
Did they have super strength?
To understand this, you have to go to the roots, which is in Asian culture. In Asian culture, you know what I'm saying? It's like, especially with the Power Rangers, they're using like animals and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like Mighty Morphin, I'm gonna say Mighty Morphin using animals.
Mm-hmm.
You then like you do like certain rituals and shit like that, and then bam, you transform.
What the fuck powers did I have? Well, not me, did he?
And then like the way how like in Japanese culture, you know, like with anime and shit like that, and like with like they call it like Super Sentai overseas. And like they've been going like since before Power Rangers showed up in America. Like Power Rangers was really using Japanese footage, and like whenever they was at school and all that shit with Bulk and Skulk them and shit like that, that was the only American footage. All the other shit they was just dubbed over. Mm-hmm. But whenever they did the martial arts scenes, like if they was like fighting at the park or something before they morph, they was like beating ass at the park. That was them. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause they was real martial artists and shit like that. But then like in like the Asian culture, when you see like Gundam and all that shit, when people wearing suits and all that shit,
that's
you know what I'm saying? Like it's just like that's where that shit takes roots from. So you know, like they powers is really like shit, like almost like some cyborg robot type shit almost. And then,
but these niggas, well, they could they briefly jumped high to get into a fucking Megazord, but that was the only time I ever seen a nigga.
You
jump
trying
high.
to compare them to like American comics and shit, dog.
No, I'm really trying to understand what was a Power Ranger's true power.
You trying to like how Spider-Man can stick to walls, shoot a web and shit like that. You trying to look for this, like the way how that shit is different, dog. Like it's really about unifying as a team to go against threats with each other and shit like that, dog. That's what the Power Rangers is about, dog. And like, you know what I'm saying? It's morphin' time, and then like playing your role and playing your part as a team. So y'all can do it together, just like how the Megazord come together. You know what I'm saying? One Power Ranger can't.
When times
make
got
a
tough
Megazord
for a Power Ranger,
huh?
When times got tough for a Power Ranger in normal form, you mean to tell me I just put on the fucking costume just to be in this shit?
It's more than a costume.
I mean,
in the world of Power Rangers, it's more than a costume.
When times
it's
got hard,
armor, dog. Like even though that shit, say like when Tommy was the Green Ranger. And he had that plastic ass gold diamond. That's armor, dog. It's supposed
what about the rest of them?
Supposed to be like some magical pads, dog.
That shit was funny.
And the helmet is not a bike helmet, even though it looked like a complete motorcycle.
That shit's clean though. I would wear that.
Ooh, a motorcycle helmet made to. Ooh, which one would you get, Zach?
Yeah,
bro, Zach with a leather jacket.
Ooh, I want a Spawn helmet.
Damn, that'll go hard than the motherfucker. Spawn is one of my favorite. He got one.
That's
like Spawn's look is iconic, dog.
That nigga Spawn. I actually put Spawn over Spider-Man, but that's my 1 and 2 right there.
Spawn is too powerful.
Yeah,
you don't even know how many powers he got, don't you?
No, this nigga has. I think he has an infinite amount of power.
Every time I see him in a book, he doing some shit different. I seen a book where he changed the nigga from like it was a dude that was white and he was racist, and he changed the dude's skin color to be black. Have you heard about that power?
No,
I don't even know what to call that shit, dog. I don't even know what to call that shit. What hold on, man. What could we call this power? Where you make somebody transition into something?
I almost say color.
I'm gonna say, man, the only thing I could think of is, I don't know, man.
If they made a new Spawn game, that shit gotta be like
melanesis. I'm gonna call it melanesis.
Melanesis?
Where you control melanin and somebody melanesis. Like telekinesis, melanesis.
Okay.
He got melanesis, dog. You ain't never heard of nobody that got melanesis.
I go with that. But if they remade a Spawn game, the shit gotta be rated M. And the shit gotta be kinda.
You gotta hear that motherfucker right, dog.
This shit gotta be the same fluid level of Spider-Man. Plus more.
You know what the closest we got to a Spawn game is besides those Spawn games back in the day?
What?
Bayonetta.
Yeah.
Bayonetta is the closest one, dog. She gonna get one of these weeks, dog.
And I have yet to beat that shit, and I have it. I ain't beat it yet.
I beat the first one.
I ain't beat it yet, bro. I ain't beat it yet. I ain't beat it at all.
I beat the first one, dog.
It's another game I ain't beat. It's a lot of games I ain't beat.
Yeah, man. When you get to that point where you start like working, and then especially, you know what I'm saying, you start playing a role in the family. Shit, you probably gonna wait till retirement to play some of this shit, dog. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like this shit ain't gonna never be like back, like especially back when we was in school where you didn't have no job or nothing. You just finish all your homework and then bam, do all that. Or some niggas wasn't even doing the homework; they just get out of school. Or some niggas wasn't even going to school. They was just certain game come out.
Some niggas didn't even want to go to school, but they'll still be up at the school.
Certain game come out, niggas ain't eating no more, dog.
Damn, bro. Like, man.
Y'all be careful out there with y'all. Be careful with y'all habits, dog. Like, it's a lot of people out here that's fucked up because they decided to adopt habits that were harmful to the growth, dog.
Why did y'all niggas decide to drop out?
You say what?
Yeah, I'm just speaking.
What I'd like to say is, we got to be careful when we decide in between something that's gonna last and something that's gonna be a flash. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people want to be part of the flash. That shit glamorous. That shit sexy. That shit make the whole room glow. But that shit finna end quickly. You know what I'm saying? Like that flash, but something that's gonna last. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's a little slow on the build up. It's a little slow. But shit, that shit start blossoming and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, first you start seeing that little leaf pop out the ground. And then a couple of more leaves pop out. Then you start seeing the stem getting thick. You know what I'm saying? Then you start seeing some colorful shit coming out that motherfucker. Shit, bam. Then you got like a whole garden of flowers and shit. But shit, the flash. Shit.
Yeah, that's fucking, what they call that shit? Flashbang? Quick and over like that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, the shit glamorous at first, but you might even be blinded by the shit and might not even see what's going on. But
right. That shit happened to me last night. Flashbang my damn self.
That should be happening a lot, man. Right. Shout out to that new Call of Duty, man. We ain't even talked about this since we been on the intermission for the last few weeks, dog. The new Call of Duty is cool, dog. Yeah. Modern Warfare 2 is still the GOAT.
I have to like
Modern Warfare
like
2
the campaign, yeah.
Modern Warfare 2, like the way how the maps and shit, that shit was that
the
shit
airport
is the GOAT, dog. Like with the maps and shit, like this one right here. I don't know if it's because I'm older, but it's just with this one,
it's a lot of shit that goes on.
I probably need some more time with it so I can understand the maps and shit better. Cause these motherfuckers is taking advantage of me, dog. Like, I'm like, man, they camping everywhere because the maps is more varied. Like the last few Call of Duties, they've been having like 3 lane maps. If you notice, like the maps is like 3 lanes. Yeah. And when you take a certain way, like, you know what I'm saying, you just finna go head up with somebody and it ain't too much really room to camp. It might be a couple of corners. This one right here is like really structured maps.
Bro, and you got really, niggas like really rooms, on top of
really windows and shit you got to watch out for and shit. Bro. It kind of reminds me of the old days. That's what I really like about it, because I like the maps like this better because it really makes you think. It kind of makes you get more tactical with it. You know what I'm saying? But shit, you gotta slow down and think. Because if you don't slow down and think, you're gonna be looking at the scoreboard and you're gonna be like,
35.
Damn, I done died 20 times in the last 5 seconds.
Bro, what the hell? Bro, that was that one spot we was at. Wherever it was, like, nigga, there was a battlefield in the middle of the damn arena. Like, I was getting my ass smoked every time I hit the corner.
Don't be running through the dead man, like what they call it, no man's land. Because if you run across, shit,
shotgun shells.
You floating into the sky, dog, with angel wings. It's over with, man. But yeah, that Call of Duty is pretty cool, dog.
It's intense on certain maps.
What you think about the changes and shit to it? Like the way how they got the controls feel. That shit still, like, I don't know if it's because I ain't play like Black Ops 4 in a minute, but that shit still feel like Call of Duty, dog.
I mean, it feel good. It's just the fact that, nigga, I can feel myself when I get shot. Like, nigga, you feel that. Like, I ain't saying you feel it internally, like, I can for real.
Claymores when they blow my kneecaps off. Them motherfuckers be having you spread across the room, dog, like some motherfucking, like some mayonnaise on some bread, dog. Nigga, just all on the wall, dog.
Shit,
I'm
bro.
telling you, man. It ain't nothing, dog. You know what's so fucked up? I used to work with this old dude, and he said that I think he said he seen his son playing Medal of Honor or some shit. He said he couldn't watch it because the shit looked too real when dudes throwing up on the boat and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he was like, that shit looked too real, like the war looked too real. He was like, the only thing that was about it was like when you aim, that shit is like completely fake. Like he was like, that is something that's like the best aim I ever seen in my life. Because in real life, whenever you in war, and especially when you in the dark, you don't see perfect like that. In real life, dark is different. Like on the new Call of Duty, they do it pretty good where you need your night vision goggles. Yeah. He said back in the day, before everybody had a pair of goggles and shit though, he said back in the day it was about shooting and listening. If you hear somebody like that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I'm like, it's a horror movie, dog. We sitting up here laughing about the shit. Yeah. But I'm pretty sure that somebody. Oh man, I would not like to see what a claymore does to somebody in real life. Because they showing mercy, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody's legs like look like they just tripped real legs, hard. Bro. No, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure in real life that you probably like
you lost your whole half.
You probably painting walls if you
Yeah.
Whew. It's bad, man.
A claymore, damn.
It's bad, man.
And then the grenades in the game, it's like same effect, but fuck that.
Hey man, like I said, man, shout out to everybody that I know that's in the military for real. Y'all like the real heroes and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
shout out to y'all.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all doing shit that goes against human nature.
Yeah.
As much as, but it's like it's necessary to protect yourself sometimes, dog. And y'all are the ones that's protecting us whenever these things go down, or protecting the other people out there that needs help. Yeah, man. Dark times. It's like, when you think about it, when you start thinking about how stories used to be back in the day, used to be like a hero and a villain.
Yeah.
But when you get older, you start finding out that if you look into everybody's point of view, nobody feels like they're a villain, dog. They just feel like they fighting for a way. You know what I'm saying?
Fight.
You know what I'm saying? It's like it feels like they fighting for their belief or something that they believe in. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like the shit just happens to look evil in the eyes of the masses. You know what I'm saying? Like the way how our values are with us. Like our values, you know what I'm saying, is preservation and growth and prosperity and shit like that in America. Somebody else might have values where we look like us. We must hold on to ours because if we let other people in, they'll try to take over ours. You know what I'm saying? Like right. Some big insecurity type shit. And then the only people that I feel like are real supervillains, people like Adolf Hitler, that was a supervillain because his words is like poisonous. You know what I'm saying? He flipped like a whole nation into homicidal maniacs and shit like that. And then like oh my God. R. Kelly, he a supervillain. He had all these people around him, no matter how virtuous they were and shit like that. He had all of them covering for him while he was doing these heinous deeds behind the scenes.
Yes.
I'm telling you, dog, man. This dude, I don't know, man. Somebody need to make a supervillain based off R. Kelly real quick, dog. Like, a lot of, like, most of the time, villains are reflections of real life individuals. Like how they say, Leatherface was inspired by some dude that was murdering people and shit like that. I need that R. Kelly inspired supervillain, dog. You want to make him up real quick? What would his name be, man? Like, how, you know, people on Twitter, they be like K. Relly or something like that. They always be doing that reverse shit, man. I'd probably have him be like, the Boondocks is gonna fuck them niggas up, dog. R.I.P. to Pops. Yeah. John Witherspoon.
Shit. I don't know.
What?
I don't know what to call him.
What you mean?
R. Kelly?
The villain?
Yeah, I don't know what to call him.
Let's see. If I made up a story, dog, it'd probably be like some dude that's been
Didn't that nigga call us up? Never mind. I ain't want to say that shit.
What? Cookies?
Nah. The whatever Piper dude.
Pod Piper?
Yeah. And that was a real ass person too.
Yeah, man. The way how the shit is, and then like even like the name, like before I even knew what he was, like the whole name, like Piping Pods sounds like, real.
Sounds pretty gayish.
I'm not even saying gay. I'm just gonna say disturbed, because when I think about pods, I'm thinking about like, what I'm saying, like the children and shit like that. And then Piper, what I'm saying, I'm thinking about like, seems like a twisted porn star name.
The first thing put in my head is Roddy Piper, fucking wrestler.
The wrestler.
Yeah.
This shit is scary to me, dog. Like I said, super villain, man. Other people who could be counted as super villains, dog. I'm gonna chill out, dog. I'm gonna put them two out there right now for examples. You know what I'm saying? Superheroes now? We got any superheroes out here, dog? Martin Luther King? Was he a superhero?
I'm gonna call him a superhero.
I think he was a superhero, dog.
Malcolm X.
When you sit there in the crowd and look at the stage, and you be like, oh, look, somebody talking on the stage. And then you see somebody talking on the stage could lead to a whole nation changing the way how it operates. You a fucking superhero, dog. You a superhero, dog.
Yeah.
You like that, man.
You truly are. You truly are.
And then, shit. Got any movies you finna go see this? Did you go see Harriet?
I ain't seen it yet.
I seen it, dog. Harriet was surprisingly good, man.
I seen people
Harriet
had mixed
is a
reviews on
superhero
it.
too, dog. Harriet Tubman is a superhero too,
Yeah.
dog.
But I seen people had their political views on it and all that stuff.
It's the closest thing to a Django sequel that we got right now.
Yeah,
It's not as crazy as Django.
Django was to me Django was a great movie. I love Django.
I took the whole family to go see it.
But a lot of people got these little political views. Well, you always got the white savior.
What? You say
okay, I understand that they had to put a white man in the movie. Okay, if you don't want to go see the movie, that's fine.
Wait, say that one
People
more time?
just so people were just like, I forgot what the comment was, but somebody said you still gonna go see that movie Harriet or something like that, and some people was like, yeah, and it was like they got like they're always a plot where they always try to put the white man in the movie to be some type of savior for the black or something like that. Well, I mean, I ain't even seen the movie, so I mean, I really don't care about that in the first place. I just want to go see the movie to support.
I really didn't have no interest in seeing it, but you know what I'm saying, the boo wanted to go see it, so I was like, I bet, might as well go see, you know what I'm saying, women empowerment type things, something like that. You know what I'm saying, you gotta have some good role models out here for our ladies.
I mean, but I'm probably not gonna go to the movies and see it. I'll probably wait for the shit to come out.
Yeah, it's like I said, it was surprisingly good to me. And shit, I forgot what I was about to say. Damn.
Well,
they shot Ghost.
Yeah, that was. And I kind of knew the shit was gonna happen. But my nigga ain't dead though. My nigga ain't dead.
What?
He ain't dead.
The shit didn't shock me at all. What shocked me was at the end of the episode, next episode coming on in January. La 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 la. I was like,
January.
say, man, I thought this was going to be the finale. What is
Well,
this, like the
it
half
said
season?
mid-season finale. And then, so the next couple of episodes, see, that's when I thought that little thing I seen when 50 Cent was like, or somebody said 50 Cent was like, this ain't the last season. I thought it was just some bullshit. And then kind of find out, now we got to figure out who the fuck shot Ghost.
I seen somebody, I forgot if 50 Cent or what, he was like, fuck it, we finna just keep going or something like that. You know what I'm saying? 50 is like a troll talk.
But that's a good little segue into a whole new season, though.
Oh, it could be.
I think it's gonna be good, but I don't think he did because they didn't say who killed Ghost. They said who shot him.
Man.
And the nigga is obviously still living as he's falling. So I mean, I think he just hit the ground.
I'm trying to make sure that the show don't stagnate, dog. Cause like the shit not even. It's not at a certain point with the certain cycles of drama and events that be happening.
Yeah,
just not. It's not like it's not having me like, oh god damn, shit like that. You
it's
know
still good to me. It's still good to me.
I don't know if it's because I've been reading a lot of books lately, and the books have been good. Like I was reading Donald Goines books throughout the last 2 weeks, like Dope Fiend, Black Girl Lost, Horsing, like shit like that. Books is fucking good, dog. And like the stories off of them, like the stories off up in those books is like them motherfuckers was written back in the 70s, dog. And like with Donald Goines, like the way how his story is so insane is because he was up in the Vietnam War and he was addicted to heroin when he came back. And like he started writing books to feed his habit. He started writing the books at such a pace that it started looking suspicious. It's like, why is he writing all these books like this? He started getting in trouble because he started making books based off people he knew in real life, the neighborhood and shit like that. Like he died because he got found shot in the head. Him and his girl got found shot in the head in like an apartment. Because you know what I'm saying, like the books start getting too close to real life. Somebody reading, hey, this what you call? And then what I'm saying, hey, I heard you writing about my shit. You talking about my business and shit like that. This shit was crazy, dog. And like with the way how the books are just so good because they like epic books, dog. It ain't like no Little Red Riding Hood and shit like that. It ain't no basic shit. It ain't no. It's like the reason why the shit is so good is because it's coming from like a real place, somebody that's been there. It's like the reason why a certain professor is so good at teaching the class is because they done been through the heart and soul and just immersed in that subject, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So whenever it comes to that lifestyle and shit like that, he was in that shit and that shit was that good. And like I went to go see D.L. Hughley last night, matter of fact, and there was another comedian there, and like his set was so good because he was just going off on sleep apnea people, because you know what I'm saying, he said he had lost like a bunch of weight and he used to have it. So when he was talking about the shit, that shit was coming from a real place, but he like distributed the energy in such a way that the shit was funny and he had everybody laughing, dog. So like, you know what I'm saying, whenever you come from these real places, you know what I'm saying, you could utilize that shit and it ain't got to be all tragic and it ain't got to drag you down and like get you killed like it did with Donald Goines if you distribute that shit right. You know what I'm saying? Shit, it can help build you, dog. But that shit right there got me feeling like when I watch shit like Power, that shit look, I don't know if it's just trying to appeal to the crowd, you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
because like I'm kind of geeked up with the shit, dog. Like I be looking deep into shit, so like whenever I be thinking about shit, it be seeming like basic to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean that's where
I was just keeping up. I just be keeping up with Power these days, just because I started from the beginning with it. Like I tried to do the same thing with Dragon Ball Z back in the day, but I can't. I can't do Dragon Ball Z no more, dog. It's like I'm like, damn.
I mean,
man,
I'm not one of them. I'm especially not one of them fake anime fans. Like I love watching this stuff, but I mean, I'm not gonna sit here as a critic and say like, oh yeah, I watch all this new, nigga. I do not. My life is basically consumed with sports.
I know I outgrew Dragon Ball Z. I know that for a fact.
Like it's a lot of anime that everybody else watches. I have not even taken an instance to watch because like I mean
I want to say my favorite anime, if I had to put a stamp on it, my favorite anime just because of the execution and period and the story and all that stuff, probably like Rurouni Kenshin.
I heard it but I never watched it. There's only maybe 2 animes that I really, or 3, and I don't even know if people really call them anime. Like I just call them bitches cartoons.
What?
So Fist of the North Star, Attack on Titan, which is just an anime,
yep,
and Gundam.
All of those are anime.
Yeah, I mean, I just call them bitches cartoons.
Fist of the North Star is the OG.
Yeah, I love Fist of the North. That's my fucking theme on my PlayStation.
Tap you on the temple and
yeah,
like,
shit is gone in an instance. Like that, the movies are
niggas love Fist of the North Star, dog. Cause like I said, we got this little warrior spirit shit. You know what I'm saying? Like how you said the former episode, you was like, man, I'm finna put my elbow off up in somebody's face if they touch me the wrong way, dog. Like, and Fist of the North Star embodies that shit, dog.
Bro,
Fist of the North Star is the ultimate, like, tough guy anime, dog.
Cussing and everything. I remember the first time I watched it was like when I was probably like maybe 7.
Yeah.
And this shit came on, was it Showtime or HBO a long time ago.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what it was. I'm just watching it. I'm just seeing niggas' heads explode. I just seeing like...
I think I seen the same thing. I think it showed like some titties too. I was like, damn, he's got titties too?
And then I think a couple months ago, I actually watched one of the original movies, how I finally figured out how he got them fucking
7 bullet holes.
Yeah, but they not even bullet holes. That's
Whatever
the
they
thing.
were. 7. Somebody hit him with them pressure points.
The dude, it was a dude with the fucking pink hair. Like his brother or somebody that he was so and so with. It was one of them. I forgot what the original movie was called, but like, yeah, like somebody was holding him and that nigga was just just and then that was it.
And like,
and he didn't die or
He
nothing.
wasn't even hitting him right. He was like touching him like,
Yeah. Like, bro, that nigga. Bro, this nigga's. I would never mess with that man.
Keshia was the OG.
Bro.
You played any of the games?
Yeah, the one that came out, was it like 360?
I think
It was kind of like
the
similar
one that-
to like a Dynasty Warrior.
The one that
type.
looked the best to me is the one that came out and it's kind of like Yakuza. You know what Yakuza is, right?
Yeah, I play Yakuza.
The one that's
now.
Yakuza style. That's
Yeah.
the one that if I bought one, I'd buy that one.
Yeah,
I like the look of that one.
I like that one.
I ain't finna get it right now though, cause I'm an old nigga and like I gotta be picky with my shit and my time. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I'm still. I don't think I'm gonna ever let go. Def Jam Fight for New York, bro. That shit is.
You still got it somewhere?
I wish I have it on my. I do have.
You know, always hold it close to your heart.
Hell yeah, I do have the PSP version.
I got a couple of games that I'll hold close to my heart all the time, dog.
that game there is legendary to me. I got the PSP version on my
Bruh, it's
old
like,
little phone.
If you ever like sit down somewhere randomly, or say if you had a job where you could talk to your coworkers, if you got a coworker and y'all like if some dude starts saying, "Man, Def Jam Fight from New York is my shit," y'all niggas would be like best friends up there at the job. Dog. Y'all gonna be spending all day talking about that.
I just
shit,
be like, look, bro, that's my shit, bro. I remember I download emulators on my phone just so I can play the shit. I don't have it on this one, but I got it on my other phone.
Now the thing is, I don't fuck with phone games, dog. It's not good for my life. It's like I seen my brother playing. I didn't even know that the shit was on this level, but I seen my brother playing Madden on there.
Yeah.
And I was like, that motherfucker looked like a PS3 on there. Like, I didn't know that shit had stepped up that far.
Bro, 2K on the mobile is insane. The shit looks like fucking PS3.
The last time I played a mobile game,
Nigga, did you know Call of Duty is on there?
it was like Jewel Crush or some shit.
Mobile games are based. I ain't even say taking over because they'll never take over. But I mean,
They
they up there.
They want, like, the corporations, they want that shit to take over because it's the easy money. Like, you put your card in and all you got to do is press a button and boom, now you done bought something. But I love that motherfucking TV screen, dog. I love having that shit displayed across a big ass screen.
Yeah, but that's the beauty
And
of it.
like, my neck could be fucked up if I be sitting up there looking at. I used to like Game Boys and shit back in the day, but like the mobile games.
But they killing it with this Fortnite mobile and now Call of Duty mobile, bro.
I can't even get my fingers to move right on the screen without no knobs, dog.
That's
like,
why that's why they got these mobile controllers.
Oh, cause they got the knobs on there too.
Yeah, that's why they got the mobile controllers now.
That shit.
Like the shit is insane. Like I got a little Game Vice controller that I use to play. Whenever I do play it, I rarely even play games on my phone, but when I do, I use that shit. So my fingers ain't on the damn screen and all that.
I be having too much shit to do, dog. I be having too much shit to do for I barely get to sit in passenger seats.
Yeah, I don't know how that is.
I go somewhere, dog.
Yeah,
like,
I don't even know how that is no more.
you know what I'm saying? Like, back when you was a child, you know, you be sitting in the back, mama finna go somewhere or something like that. That's where the Game Boy come in, you know what I'm saying? You sitting at the washateria or something like that.
Yeah.
Now, like, I just went and got an oil change today. I went to go put some clothes in the washer and dryer. I went to go buy some groceries, and I made sure I went to the Waffle House to go get something to eat.
Ooh,
And then by the
Waffle
time I got through, I was listening to a podcast the whole time while I was sitting up there eating and shit like that. And by the time I got through, my oil change was done. No Game Boy time. You know what I'm saying? I had to be like, you know what I'm saying? It's all about just being productive as an adult now.
That shit is crazy
You know
when you
what I'm
think
saying?
about it too.
What?
Like all the stuff we used to try to do to pass time, it's not even relevant no more. It's like
No, time. Ever since I turned 18, time has been
yeah, time's going by too
like
fast.
it's just been like I always be having to watch out because usually whenever they be like time flies when you're having fun, you got to watch out for you crash into some shit. You know what I'm saying? While your time is flying, I be trying to make sure I duck and dodge shit. You know what I'm saying? And then shit, I be trying to make sure that I check everything like on the vehicle and shit to make sure that surprises don't happen. You gotta be ready in case any like what really makes us men out here is how we function when shit goes wrong.
Shit, who you telling? I always try to keep a plan B to everything I do, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's what being an adult is, making sure that you don't crumble whenever the times, and that you prepared for when the times go wrong. I was reading this book called Stillness is the Key. What's the author name? First name Ryan. I want to say his name is Ryan Holiday, but I could be wrong because Ryan Holiday sounds like some type of singer or something, dog. Let me make sure I get this shit right, man.
My knees.
Ryan Holiday is his name. Stillness is the key, man. And he told what the main jewel that I got from that book was his definition of success that he stated. And he said that success is preparedness met with opportunity. That's a good definition for you, dog.
I'm listening, but where does the opportunity point come in at? I get the preparedness part, but where does the opportunity? You know,
opportunity is what life is gonna give you. Preparedness is doing your part,
right?
And the opportunity is what's gonna meet you.
Okay.
And then success is gonna be the peak of those together. You know what I'm saying? It's beautiful. Okay. It's like poetry.
That was explained. Yes.
It's like poetry, dog.
See, I know. See, that's the thing. I know I don't be tripping because, like, I mean, I try to plan ahead for everything.
Yeah.
I try to always keep a plan B for anything that ever goes wrong. Like anything that ever goes wrong, or anytime something may happen while I'm doing something, I always got to keep something with me to make sure I can prepare.
You know what I'm saying? Have you seen? Did you watch El Camino, the Breaking Bad movie?
Nah.
Did you care about Breaking Bad?
Nah.
Never mind then.
I mean, because I was gonna start watching it, but I just
say
never
you
got
having
into
a Mexican standoff.
Okay.
And
pretty deadly.
You drop your gun on the ground and be like, "I don't want no problems, man."
I think I'm dead.
But then you got a gun like behind you.
Bah! Yeah, that's smart.
Preparedness with opportunity.
Okay.
If you watch the El Camino movie, you'll see a similar situation, but it's so cold that you'll be like, "Damn, success!"
Like I always try to. One of the things I always try to do, I always try to stay ahead of the game. So I always try to, help the wife. I mean, like you never know when shit's gonna happen. So I always tell her like, "Hey, keep this on you." Or put this flashlight in your car just in case some shit happens.
Yeah.
Keep a charger on you. Keep a portable charger on you just in case. Let's say your battery outlet, your outlet goes out, or your fucking car dies, and then you ain't got you probably got 5% on your phone.
Yeah.
For some odd reason, which dudes just never like that.
Thinking about the worst case scenario,
yeah,
so you can be prepared for.
Always keep something on you just in case. Like me, I keep a flashlight in the car, keep a portable charger in the car, I keep all that stuff. I keep a second phone in the car, all that.
And then, like,
anything happens.
I see what you're thinking too, because like, I think that's why you start thinking when you start like, I done seen like a whole bunch of old dudes garages with all these tools and shit.
Yeah.
And like when you a young kid, you like, I want these games, man. But then when you get older, you probably gonna be buying like power drills and shit. You probably gonna be having like tools ready for like you gonna at least keep like a hex screwdriver, hex keys and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I know that when I know like I keep like a mini tool set right now, but when I get me some more space, when I get me a garage, I'm gonna be ready for anything.
That's the thing, like, because most of them I think about, like, I always think about I'm on the road. So I need to have emergency stuff for on the road because like me and the wife, when we go out of town, 5-hour drive, shit, the car breaks down in the middle of fucking like Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Shit, well, we gotta have something. So the insurance that we got, I tell her keep this, because this shit has AAA, and it can come to us at any time, so we ain't never gotta worry about it. My insurance has AAA, just in case, and she's on it. So boom, we always covered no matter what. I don't know too many insurance company that has AAA involved or whatever. So try to tell her to get this, get that, so we can match up with this. So just in case anything happens, you may not think it's gonna happen, but just in case it happens, boom. You covered. I always try to plan ahead.
It ain't about what you think will happen. This is what the world,
the
world is about to make happen.
Right. I always try to plan ahead. And I tell her like, here, you need to take this. You gotta have that. So all this stuff. It's just me being cautious of the family. Yeah. Because I don't want it to ever get to the point where like I can't do something.
Yeah, dog. You sound like you was ready for that ring of life, dog. You seem like you was ready for that, man. Like another way we could look at it when preparedness meets opportunity, it's some people be making these wishes like they want something, but they not ready for it, dog. Not ready for it, man. Like it's a lot of good women that's with that'll be with somebody that's not ready for him. There's a lot of good men that'll be with somebody that's not ready for him, dog.
It's like when you have a child, bro, or when you get to the point where it's like, okay, the child is a teenager. It's kind of like, what are you gonna do to prevent, or what are you gonna do to teach your child to prevent certain situations?
See if your child mind not prepared,
right?
Just because they turn 18, dog, you can't just be like, you know what I'm saying, like shipping them off like that. Like a lot of people be like, when you turn 18, you gonna be out of my hair and shit like that. I was like, you supposed to be preparing them,
right?
If you prepare your kids right, they gonna fly off. You ain't gotta drop them off. You know what I'm saying? They gonna fly off like a plane, dog. And
it's just too much shit going on in the world that we're being exposed to. Like, it ain't nothing. Like, every single day it seems like, or it could just be a late post or something that happened 2-3 months ago just being heard of now. Like, too many people are going missing. Too many kids are being sex trafficked. It's just like all this shit is going on, bro. It's like, what the fuck is going on now? Like, what is really going on?
As a person that had put the phone down this week and, like, only picked it up for, like, phone calls and shit like that, and like listen to books and podcasts and such, I wasn't on the social medias that much, and I wasn't looking up the news feed. So,
bro, it's
all I can say is if you ain't got your phone in your hand and shit, you just listen to local shit, you won't know about none of that shit,
bro. And that's the scary thing.
It's like this is just like it's a double-edged sword, because if you choose to take in this shit, it's gonna be more bad stuff than good stuff.
Yeah,
most likely. You know what I'm saying? Like, one of the only good things that I can remember is Simone Biles doing like a superhero pitch. She did like a gymnastic twist flip. I don't know what the terminology is for the tricks, dog. It's something like Tony, like the way how I remember Tony Hawk tricks. Like, I know what a stiffy is. I know what a method is.
I don't
know
remember
what the 900 is. I know what the
nose
nose grab is. I know what the rocket is. I know what all that shit is. But I'm pretty sure in gymnastics they got names for different techniques. But she did like a flip, and then she had pitched the baseball. And that's like some of the good stuff that I can remember right now.
I don't know. A lot of this stuff just making you aware. But I mean, it's just a lot of crazy stuff going on. I remember one of the little posts was saying, it was I-20 or I know it's not I-10 because that's down in Louisiana, but I think it's I-20 or something like that. It was like the road that stretched between Alabama to Atlanta is the most used road for sex trafficking, which is crazy. There was like over 600 or 6,000 are being sex trafficked every day. I was like, what the fuck? Like, how? Nigga, like, I'm telling you, bro, when I get a daughter, bro, I'm blasting on sight.
What you think about T.I. and the whole...
That shit was crazy. It's not even my business.
That's how I feel too, dog.
It's really not my business. I mean, that's his child. I don't get why people just being so absurd about it. I mean, I guess you could say it's a disrespect of privacy to a woman's body, but at the same time, I mean, he just wants to know if his daughter is, you know, out there doing stuff.
Yeah, man, that's all. He was just trying to, you know what I'm saying, just trying to be sure and secure about the situation.
I mean, that's really it. But I mean, like, I can't really speak on it. 'Cause I mean, I ain't saying I'm gonna do it. No, hell no. But I mean, that's me.
Yeah, that's me too. Like, with me, like, my parents was, for the most part, they was trash with their sex talks to me. Like, my pops, his is decent, but he was just way too late. My mama, hers is like one of the most trash sex talks ever. Like, I'll tell you right now, like, this, I ain't never said this on the podcast before. The funny shit was, I want to say that, my sister, she had, I want to say something had happened. I think they was talking about sex on the couch and stuff like that. And then, like, she was talking about her first sexual encounter and all that stuff. And then, like, my mama didn't even know how to deal with this shit. She started going crazy and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? I didn't know you was... And then, like, my mom looked over at me and she was like, are you doing stuff with girls? And I was a virgin at the time. You know what I'm saying? I was a virgin at the time. And I was like, no. And then I had went and lost my virginity that night.
That night, bro.
Yeah, because
the
opportunity came. And I thought I had watched enough pornos to know what I was doing. So I was like, man, I'm finna pounce on this chance. And then like,
Oh, wait,
that's the only time my mama ever talked to me about the shit. After that, she just started seeing me with females and man like, I got it. You know,
I ain't never had to talk.
Your parents
Never,
is
bro.
trash. As far as the sex talk, you see how our shit fucked up like that. Dog?
I just don't think my mama was ever really prepared to tell me, so she just avoided the whole thing. I don't blame her.
Who your main educators with sex, like co-workers and shit like that? Peers?
Nigga, junior high and high school. Junior high, basically, because shit, nigga, we just talking
to everybody. Yeah, man. All them niggas that was lying about having sex in like the 6th grade and stuff. Y'all niggas chill out, man.
I didn't.
Y'all be safe, man.
I ain't get mine until like 10th grade.
Yeah, man. I was a late bloomer, but I ain't really care though. It really don't really matter. Everybody.
I didn't really. The shit just happened.
The funny thing about people being fast like that, like everybody was in such a hurry to be like fast, right? What they call being fast, everybody is in such a hurry. But whenever we all like say like get into adult life, it's like a red light.
Like, nigga, you want shit to slow down, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like everybody's in such a hurry to get nowhere. It's like that one car that be on the road next to you.
For real. Like, nigga, you racing to a red light,
and
bro.
then that light right there, and then you pull up next to him like.
That shit happen every day, bro.
All right.
Nigga, you swerve me to get to the front part of the red light. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
Man, just so you can look at me, or they probably not even gonna look at you on purpose. They gonna look away at
right.
you. You know what I'm saying?
Or you gonna look at the backside of this person bumper?
Yeah, man. Like I heard at the comedy show last night. My neck don't even work no more. He said, I ain't even gonna put this shit out there because I respect the art of comedy. I'm not even finna say this shit because I know comedians hit people with anonymity. Anonymity is a
what is that?
Is a trait used in comedy whenever something is unknown and you expose something to somebody.
Oh, okay.
Anonymity is a good superpower in comedy. That's why
I can't even say that shit right now.
That's why. That's the only thing I don't like about Mike Epps as a comedian. He be using the same shit.
He do.
And
he
then
does.
I'd be like, he using that joke again. It ain't finna.
I just seen it in the last stand up, nigga.
It ain't finna fuck me up. Like somebody come up with that fresh shit like when Cat Williams first came with that Pimp Chronicles.
Yeah, that shit is legendary.
That shit was, man.
That shit still is legendary.
I
can still watch it.
The way how that shit went down, that was an amazing show with that green suit and that perm. It was legendary.
Yeah.
Definitely. But you got anything else, dog? We just struck that time.
Nah, I ain't got nothing. It's supposed to get cold as shit though.
Yeah, man. Summer got up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Summer got up out of here.
Nigga, it's just fall. It's supposed to get like 20 something. Nigga, that's
tonight.
I don't think tonight. Tonight?
20 in the morning.
It hit tonight?
We recording this on a Sunday, y'all. So 20 degrees that Monday morning. Y'all be safe with this ice out. Potential ice.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all be safe with this potential
ice.
Be
showers. So
check your tires and make sure you let your vehicle warm up in the morning. Cause
it ain't tonight, bro. It ain't tonight. It's Monday night. And then Tuesday morning.
Okay. So tomorrow night.
Yeah. So niggas safe today, but it could freeze.
Bet.
So y'all niggas be safe in these streets.
Fuck around and have a news section on the podcast. Yeah, we got we be putting this shit out though. This ain't gonna come out till like Wednesday or Thursday though, so
past 2 days.
So fuck all the news, y'all. Y'all don't want to fuck with this shit, dog. This shit got too much delay with it, man. I need to get like a faster computer or something. But anyways, y'all, this is Rico Wayne,
King B,
and we just want to make sure that y'all are aware, paying attention, and having acceptance with these situations that you're going through in your life, so you don't get lost in the fog. Y'all be safe though. We'll catch y'all next week.
Bang bang.
Maybe.